if you could just have a quick look at this case, the lower splint isn't cutting. I had a look at the upper model, and I think in the base there's some overlapping vertices, but I don't know if this is going to have an effect on the actual cutting mechanism.
Yeah, I can see a few errors in the model. For example, can you see over here?
Oh yeah, it's not exactly closed all the way.
You know, this means that this section over here is not a good section at all. Can you see that?
Yeah, would that cause problems with the Boolean cut?
Yeah, that could cause problems. We need a robust model. So I would say, you know, we should get rid of this base maybe and just quickly arch cut it again. Also, you see all of these little ripples in the model itself.
What causes that, do you think? Is that
it's either bad scan, or it could be saliva trapped on the surface of the gum. So I would just say, Wolfgang, if you can just let's get rid of the base, and then we'll just quickly arch cut it, because we need a really good model. Okay. So
or can you just remesh it, Michael? Or not really?
I would say no.
Okay.
I think we should always go with neat models. So let's just get rid of this. And then if I can just ask you just to, you know, just smooth the surface, just sculpt the surface quickly. Can you?
Yeah, okay. Can we just hide the others?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Hide that. Okay, let's just smooth this one down.
And then I think this should always be done right in the beginning, over where the arch cut would be, but don't touch the teeth itself. There, especially there. Can you see how
this area here?
Yeah, this could cause problems in.
Suppose we don't need the entire palette, or did they? Yeah, I'll just cut that out.
Yeah, it's just for the cutting tool, isn't it? That's good enough, I think. I'd go with the just be careful of that tooth, because you don't want to smooth that tooth.
Okay.
Can you see those little edges there as well?
Oh, here, these here?
Yeah. Oh well, so just...
Oh yeah, you've got that causes those overlapping mesh, doesn't it?
It could. That's better. And then just save the file if you can.
Yeah, alright, this is better.
Look at the underneath.
Let me just have a look in edit mode. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay.
Yeah. Just save.
Are you recording, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to take it from here now?
Yeah. Did you move the model now?
Yeah. Yeah. I've
by mistake?
No, I've just changed the scene. I didn't move the model as such.
Okay. Oh, gosh. All right. So let's just unhide what we had before. Yeah, that's way better, I think. Can you open up the
timeline?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. So we'll just see. Okay, so then the next thing is we've made, the user has made a blocked out model, which is good, and we've got a passive model, and we've got a retentive model. We don't need the retentive model. So, and this is why we did. So we don't need the passive.
You need the retentive, but not the passive.
Yeah, because we want to save on, have it speed, and we don't need complexity. So, all right, this is the target model, which is correct. And let's move this. You see, the target model is not linked to the animation.
Okay. that's right.
So we should link that. So we're going to go to the articulator and link object to animation. So now,
can you hide one of those models? You've got two there.
yeah, but hold on a minute. This, why do we have two? We've got one underneath, target model, and we've got a retentive model. So this has been duplicated. We've got two of these.
It looks like it. Can you delete one of those?
Just have a look and see what's going on. We'll hide this one. Oh, these aren't even duplicate versions. Can you see one of them is blocked out? This is the scan
original
model. This is the original model, and again the model just is not. It's not good because there may be intersecting vertices as well. Can you see over here?
Oh yeah, that's a big problem when coming to printing.
No, and even cutting the surface of our splint.
Yeah, but you're using the retentive.
No, but we're cutting the inside of the splint.
Okay.
All right. So this is our fitting surface. So so we've made a retentive model
based on that.
But based on that, so that's not really good. Let's inspect our other retentive model just to have a look and see what that looks like. So this shouldn't even have been called target model. You see,
okay.
The model we are actually working on with the the blocked out model, that is the target model, not this one.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
So this one it's actually meant to be the lower model, because the articulator uses the lower model for its animation.
Yeah.
All right? And then the other model, the retentive model, that is going to be our target model. So if we move the animation, now this model moves.
Yeah.
Because it's called lower.
Yeah.
But the retentive model is our cutting model. So we're going to just hide this one. Have a look at this one. Alright, this seems to be okay for cutting the inside surface, but I think the user needs to be a little bit more vigilant when it comes to making their models. It needs to look nice like the upper one. Alright, so okay, the model looks okay. We need to link this because it's not linked. Can you see? We need to link this to the animation. Now it's linked to the animation, and that's only because we've called the other one lower.
Yeah.
Before it was looking for the script was looking for the lower model to attach it to, but there was no lower model, so it wouldn't attach. You see? So this is the part of the problem. All right. So let's expose the actual splint itself, which should be called layer. Layer, yeah. Now let's move the animation. Yes, it is linked, which is a good sign. All right. Now it is a little bit deep. Can you see how deep the actual splint layer is? Also, the other thing is it's not engaging undercuts. Can you see where the undercut is?
Yeah, it should actually be taken a little lower, the splint.
Yes, because now we left with a splint on the top of the teeth, but it hasn't engaged undercuts. So let's inspect this correctly. So we can clearly see. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah, I can see it.
So we can see where the undercuts are. So this splint, for example, does not really engage undercuts. So what's going to happen is that the splint layer is away from the undercut. So that's not a good thing at all.
So it might drop out of the mouth, could it?
Well, it can. It can, especially with occlusal forces. I would probably say we should delete this one. We should delete it. Yeah? And then what we should do, the retentive model becomes the target model.
Yeah.
At the moment it's not. So we're going to go into the splint, and we're going to call this target model. So this is a splint draw method target model. It changes color and hides everything else. Okay, so we've called this target model, and we're going to draw a layer where the undercuts are. I'll take it more or less onto the gum level. Okay?
Okay, so you get a bit of a seal still happening.
Yes. And then we shall take this further and then fuse this. Let's trim it. Trim and clean. Yeah. So here we go. This looks a bit better.
Oh, what? Okay, is that a hole?
It's this could be because the model, the underlying model, probably had some mesh which was not correct. This is why we always have to start with good models. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it looks like there's a hole in this one. I'm going to go to the model designer and just fill it. Okay, just go to the model designer here, Wolfgang.
Up here.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
just
okay. Do you
just
want to take over?
click on fill hole. Yeah, so that's filled. Alright, so we're going to go back to the splint. So I don't know, this is probably because of the model beforehand. Alright, so but now, okay, it's still called layer, which is okay. And let's make this into a layer. So we're going to make this into a layer. Yeah. We'll smooth this off, I think. Alright, so we're going to, we've accepted the layer, and we're going to just smooth it. If you can just smooth it for me, Will. And remesh. Yeah.
0.3?
I'll make it 0.4 is also. That's perfect. Alright. So what I'll do is we'll expose the upper model, and we check that it moves. Yes, it moves. There's another model here which doesn't move. Which model? This is the offset. So the user hasn't deleted this one either. And we specifically said in our tutorials we need to delete the models that we're not using. Because, I mean, it can be confusing. Can you imagine you doing an upper and lower splint, and then you've got like 6 models and you've got to choose which one is which?
Rather delete those in
the first place. Yeah. Now, obviously, we want to put a bit of a rim there because the bite is open. I'm going to select, shift right click to place my cursor, and we're going to go to draw the outline of the rim. Again, this is not going to be part of the animation. Yeah, we're going to link this to the animation, and then we can go edit rim outline. That puts us back into edit mode. So Wolfgang, can you just do this, because TeamViewer there's a bit of a delay. So we're going to make our single rim. It'll extrude downwards, but we're going to move it upwards. Yeah. And the other thing we're going to do is, it is linked to our animation, which is good. But the animation is only open and close. Did the user request only open and close?
I'm not sure. I had a look, and I don't think those constraints were set in the beginning.
They weren't set in the beginning.
So I just want to do one Boolean cut in the centric.
Yeah, but how far did the user want to open this?
I don't know, but I mean this video could just be a demonstration. So perhaps you pick
I mean,
a spot.
it looks pretty wide open to me, doesn't it?
Well, I think it was set originally. Put it back on 0. Wasn't that set in and open by it? I think maybe it was meant to be on 0.
We've got the keyframes.
You see, it's set to maybe do a cut at that.
At this specific, because it already looks open to me.
Yeah, it's been opened.
Yeah, so this has been opened even further. Maybe we need to delete this keyframe, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
So if we delete this keyframe, we are set.
Yeah.
We are set exactly there.
Yeah, and then do one Boolean cut.
I'll hide this. Yeah, you see it is already open. So I would go into the constraints and I will then apply my keyframe so that it stays in that position. Yeah, so now you can't move it. But for the purpose of the video, we could take this one step further and we can do all the cuts. Shall we do that?
All right.
Or should we just do the one? I mean, yeah. Although, yeah, let us do all the cuts. So I'm going to set this at the new location, and then which fixes the lower jaw permanently. You see, we've got all of these things on the scene because the user may have, he's already set all of these. Ideally, we should say delete all the animation. Yeah, and this one has also been done twice. I don't know why that is. So let us just go through this, set open, and then we can apply the keyframe, set protrusive, do the protrusive, and then we can set this, set excursive right, and let's move the jaw a little bit to the side. I can't do this via TeamViewer. Well, I can do it like this.
It's all right.
Now I can't see what I'm doing, so let's just hide these. Select this one. Get a little bit of an excursive. Apply this. Set the other side. I'll hide these again. Hide. And then we will move this jaw over, across, and we're going to apply this one as well. Now we've got all the movements. Yeah, I'll hide the articulator that we don't see the articulator. Alright, so I'm going to go back into edit mode over here, and I will have to decide where I'm going to disengage this. You know, it's quite deep, so I don't know where. I think we maybe disengage it. Even if we disengage it there, it's so very, you can't have it that deep. Maybe something like this. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I would take the table up just to cover the splint layer at the back, because you're exposing the molar there in the very back. Here.
So a little bit higher, do you think?
Just slightly, because, oh, sorry, I mucked around. Go again. Yeah, something like that.
Although it's still very deep, isn't it? Alright, shall we do this? Okay, we're going to go back to the splint module, make this part of the object. So we're going to unify this. So we go to the occlusal rims, and we're going to unify layer. And then if I can ask you just to give the join a quick smooth. Exit. Alright, so we'll just remesh this. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, watching.
Alright, and then let's just finish this layer. Alright, so we go back to the articulator. Where's the articulator? And then we will cut it. So this is the object making the cut. And don't forget to apply the offset. Very, very, very important. So that remeshes our top. We're going to take the lower object being cut, and then we shall cut all the movements. Alright, we're back online.
Yeah.
I think we've got quite a good cut. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's alright.
Okay.
I think smooth it a little.
Alright, so we'll select it, and we'll just click on smooth layer. We can use any one of these, but I would say we'll only put the strength to 0.1 so that we don't smooth it too much. We don't want to lose the integrity of our cuts. Do you mind doing this? Because TeamViewer is a bit difficult.
Alright, I'll just smooth it. Alright.
And just click on finish layer.
At 0.3?
Yeah, that'll be okay. Alright, so that's looking good. I'll just delete the color. Alright, so I would think from here we will just finish it off. So make sure this is called layer.
You hide the articulator.
Yes, of course. We'll make sure this one is called layer, which it's not. It's be called object being cut. And then we've got our target model, cut fitting surface. Alright, I think we're good to go.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's good to go, I think.
I'll just save the blend file when you're done.
Alright, just save what you have, and then maybe send the user the video or something. Well, maybe I'll upload it on our YouTube so people can see what we've done. Okay?
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, cheers. Bye-bye.
Okay, cheers.